Do you remember September? This song they play when everyone's drunk at the wedding. Everyone's going home with someone, even your mom. Brutal fatality. Finish him. EA Sports. 451 confirmed. It's what it is. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're here. Remember, Dr. Pepper, it's okay to wear it, but it's not okay. It's probably not okay to drink it because soda is bad, bad, bad for you. You know what else is bad? Padron's quality control. You see this? Look at the cap. Look at the cap on that. Look at the cap on this. I mean, really, look how sloppy. Look at it. Look at that. The cap has got like it's like wearing a baseball. Look at that baseball. It's a backwards hat. I mean, what was Padron quality? Padron quality control. And then you look at the foot on this. You can't see it now. The lighting. Like, I already took a video, but I'm gonna post it later. What's up, bro? Like the filler and binder is like jagged and sticking out, but the wrapper is evenly cut. So I don't even know how they did that. I don't know how they did that. Like the wrapper on the foot is evenly cut, but there's filler and binder that's like sticking out all wonky. So between that and between, look at that cap. I've never seen a cap like that. And the thing is, look now, it's Padron, and this is the top tier stuff. Padron 64, which is a phenomenal cigar. And Padron's flavor is, when you're looking for a Padron kind of cigar, there's nothing else like that. However, though, I mean, that's unexcusable. Now, I paid $17 for this at a lounge, which is for Padron. That's a very good price. That's all I'm saying, though. Come on. You don't see that on AJ. You don't see that in general. So I don't understand, the thinking, how that passes quality control. And I mean, like, if you could have seen the close up on this in the daytime, under the light. Um, I mean, really, I mean, the cigar is an ugly fucking cigar. Luckily, it tastes great. And we got some great watermelon here. So it is what it is. This is called watermelon. It's great. Watermelon is probably the best fruit. Mm. Wow. Um, uh, uh, well, mm, wow. So yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, this watermelon's great. Sometimes you get a bad watermelon. Sometimes you get one that the sweetness is off or has like a weird, I don't know. But that's fantastic. Now I want to save some of that for later. I don't want to eat it all. That's fantastic. Is nobody here tonight? Should I have not done a live? Should I just cancel this episode? Cause I'll cancel this shit, man. I have no problem with that. I'll go. I'll go smoke cigars by myself. Yeah, I don't know if that still happens though. Yeah. Do you remember? Yeah, I don't know. Uh, I know that's pretty much true, but I don't know how if that's only applies to like the 1000 series. I don't know if it applies to everything, or if I don't know because I read that in a cigar book that was in a book that was an older book that was just rewritten. So I don't know. So I can't speak on that. You know what I'm saying though? I can't. I can't speak on that. Do you remember? Da, 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 da. Padron. A lot of stems in this Padron, really. Wowza. So, I mean, I'm kind of taking my time because as soon as you light up Padron, you don't get much time with Padron. You really don't. But look at that. Band is sliding. It's ready to be smoked. I'll tell you what, though, that's the best price I ever got on this size of the Padron 64, which is one of my favorite Padrones. The 64 Maduro in this big boy size, $17. If you know Padron, that is a really stupid price. Um, it's a very good price. The bots are real. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I guess Sacco's not coming down tonight. No Sacco. No Sacco, no lounge. I don't know how else to say that, man. So no Sacco, no AP. AP's not here. He's not reliable. Gio's not around. Is this Friday night? Is this how it's gonna be? I gotta get out of here. I quit. I gotta get out of here. The wind is picking up, man. Wow. I'm gonna wait for how with Padron. You really don't have to toast the Padron because they light up so fast that literally just the first puff on the match, the whole cigar is toasted. I mean, it's Padron is a very unique cigar, and already the first puff is exactly like the last puff. The difference is though, between the first and last puff, the flavor just gets layered on your tongue. But Padron doesn't build up. Padron does what it does the whole time. Um, Padron does what it does the whole time. I just can't stress it enough. Um, they're serious cigars, um, and they do what they do. Exactly. Only Padron's Padron. Yeah, and that's not saying they're the best. And I'm not saying I'm some sellout fanboy, but what I'm saying is Padron does what they do. Um, what they do. You know what I'm saying? the 80th. If you like the 80th, you're gonna like the 90th Maduro. If you like the 90th Maduro, you're gonna like the 95th Maduro. You're gonna like the 44, 64, right? Reserve family. You're gonna like the 1945. You're gonna like the 40. Oh, it's the 44, 45, 46. Who gives a shit? Whatever the fuck. The point is this. I'm not gonna say every Padron blend is the same fucking cigar, but every Padron blend is the same fucking cigar. Just a little different. I don't know if you're into something like AK-47. No matter what you do, an AK-47 is an AK-47. It's a piston driven, right? Overgassed. It is what it is. Um, Try the veal. About a brand like Padron that's so consistent. Taste off, then you know you're sick. If you ever think you're sick, smoke a Padron that you normally smoke. 6426 Maduro. If it tastes off, it's not the Padron. You're sick. This is real advice. That's how consistent, or every experience is almost the same with Padron. So if your Padron tastes weird, you're sick. I'm not saying you got AIDS, but maybe I don't know, maybe you got Staphylococcus, EA Sports. I don't know. Maybe you should gargle some salt water and honey. Mm-hmm. They do deliver. Sacco's not here, and I'm really sad about that. Sacco's my friend, man. Where is he? Like, why is it my friend Sacco around? Like, normally, Sage Sacco's always here, hanging out, having a good time, and I don't know where he is tonight. I don't know. I don't know. I thought he was going to come by at least by 9. He said he'd be here, right? He's normally pretty reliable. So it is what it is. Uh, mm-hmm. Huh. Oh, shit. It is what it is, man. Yeah. 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 Yep. Oh, you're running out. Big D. Now, the other things that are very consistent about Padron, don't really try to hold the ash on them. Especially with this is a skinnier gauge Padron. The ash has a lot of spacing and not like say super flaky, but it's not a very dense ash because it's not a very heavy cigar and it's not a very heavily packed cigar. So Padrones, though they're designed to operate, Padrones The two biggest things, well, three, the consistency. They always operate, and I mean consistency of the blends and construction. They always operate. They always smoke. Um, but Fuente has better ash. It's a special cigar, the Padron 64. You got to sit there and go, wow, I can't imagine a world without it. I can't. I can't imagine a world without it. You know what I'm saying, though? I just can't. I just can't. I just can't imagine a world without it. No, no, I don't know. Can't imagine it. You know what's crazy? It's Friday night. And we're smoking Padrones, and the lounge is dead. It's starting to piss Richie off. There's not only is it dead, there's not even any Autobots. I, I kind of got like three shops that I go to. One to hang out by myself or more quiet. Place, but really has outs, and they have really like stupid prices, bro. Dude, $17 for Patron 64 Maduro, 7-inch cigar for $17. It's cheap. Dream Life. Uncle Larry, he's never been on the show. Uncle Larry's never been around. I think Uncle Larry is he might be, he might be he might be a robot. He might be an Autobot. It might be an Autobot. Autobot. Hmm. He might. So it is what it is.
What's
Oh,
up,
yeah, this
brother?
guy. How you doing? How's your balls?
Fresh as fresh can be.
Yeah, man. Try the veal.
Whoa! What happened? Drop my
What
lighter.
happened?
Drop my lighter.
Oh shit.
Let's grab a Patron. What are we gonna smoke?
You have cigars? Do you smoke cigars?
I'll smoke a few here and there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. What are we gonna have tonight?
I'll wait for you.
It's got to be a Padron.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with a Maduro. Let's go with a little 1926, number
I'll wait.
6. Don't hurt yourself.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this we're gonna go. Little 1926. 1926. The number 6. Yeah, that's smaller. Yeah, this is a little bigger. Like a Robusto size. Yeah. Yep. I have a couple boxes. Yeah.
The Robusto size?
Um, I do, but if I'm in a rush, I like the smaller one. So like lunchtime, be the smaller one.
Yeah, no, it gives you everything you need as a cigar experience, but like you don't have to rush it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, with Padrones, you really don't gotta toast them that much because they light up so fast. You literally, if you toast your Padrone, you lost 5 minutes.
Yeah, really.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's like, you know, yeah, is what it is.
All right, we're gonna keep it happy tonight.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
I
we
don't know.
will.
I'm gonna drop this ash because it's so high wind, and
Mm-hmm.
with the longer cigar, I'm gonna hit the roof. But at the same time, it's a long, but it's like a 48 gauge box press.
Right.
So the ratio is poor for growing ash, but I find Padron ash rather weak and flake. That's like spaced out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Padron is about the performance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You couldn't get two more opposite brands. Fuente is like a company. It's like let's try to make every different possible size and make blends that really no one else makes.
Mm-hmm.
Think about when you think about. I'm not talking about their mid tier stuff because if you go to the mid tier like their Connecticut's and the mid tier Maduros, whatever the Sun Grown. But when you get to the specialty cigars, cigars that have names like Hemingway, Anejo, Don Carlos, Opus X, and then everything within those lines or between the lines, Fuente really goes against the grain and doesn't care about making it strong first.
Mm-hmm.
Their priority is to have beautiful flavor that slowly builds up. Like when you think on Carlos, not a
Mm-hmm.
strong cigar. The foot smell and the look and the box, and before you smell it and the aromas. And when you're actually smoking it, you're like, are you shitting me? And then you got the Stiglio, and the one with the real old man, the blue one. Which one is that? It's under the Opus X. But you know what I'm talking about? With the grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
What is that one called? He's
Um.
wearing a suit, like you know what I'm saying. Though he's like a skinny guy wearing. Is the grand,
Um. I don't
the
know, but I'm
original.
sure I have it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Uh,
You have
so, I,
There's like five Don Carloses. You got
dude,
the man, the regular.
personal reserve.
Yeah. The
You got
Atacon.
the yearly one, like 2017,
Yep.
2019. You know, um, and then you have the God of
Got a
Fire.
fire. Yeah.
So I mean,
Uh,
but I'm just saying, when you think of their blends, you never think of strength first.
no.
The flavor. Fuente's all about the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Unique and the foot smell and the aroma, all of it, and the way the ash burns, all of it. So that's what Fuente's all about. Padron, not only consistency from every time you have the same cigar, within all their whole lineup, they're very consistent. They're not that far off. Meaning, like father, like the son. My father was a plumber.
Right.
My son was a plumber. My other son was a plumber. His children was a plumber. So, like, yeah, maybe each guy did plumbing slightly differently, but they're all fucking plumbers. So, Padron is like staying on that Padron.
Mm-hmm.
They're never gonna change from what they do, and that's
Nope.
fine. Where Fuente's like, well, we got a cigar called Pussy Juice, and you're like, and then we got one called Sophisticated Hooker, you know. So I mean, so two different, two different. You know what I'm saying though?
Two different moods is what it is.
Yeah,
It's different
yeah.
moods. This is so good. I haven't had a Padron in a couple weeks. It's so rich and chocolatey.
they're straightforward, but the way they do their flavor profile, when you get other people trying to do these kind of cigars, you're like, wow, Padron's pretty much the best at this.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Um, if Padrones were $10 to $12, like if Padron 26 at the lounges were $12, you want to talk about cigars selling out.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason why Padrones don't sell out, I mean they sell, but they don't sell out, is the price point. Meaning they're great cigars, but like their price points have gone up astronomically over the years,
Yeah.
um, um, and more than ratio to other brands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but what I'm saying is, if you went to a store and Padron 64s were $10, I don't care what other cigars they have there, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna buy that because for ten
Sure.
dollars you're gonna smoke a 64. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what you're
So,
going to get. You're going to get the same thing every time.
mhm.
A lot of people
So
say these are peppery, but I don't find Padron peppery at all. Very little.
they have pepper, but
It's not overwhelming.
it's I don't find them to be ass
I don't
kicking.
think so.
I think for guys that don't normally smoke Padron, I'm saying though that maybe it hurts their pussy a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I think some guys just don't smoke because I would consider the 64 and 26 a stronger cigar, not like ass kicking, but they're on the
Yeah, yeah,
stronger side.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, they're on the medium full to full.
For sure.
So but we know they flatline if you age them. I wouldn't give them more than a year of age.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm not saying you have to even do a year, but you give them 2, 3, 4 years, they don't last as long as like a Fuente or an AJ in 3 or 4 years as far as maintaining the original intent.
Right.
I'm not saying they're bad at 4 or 5 years, but it drops drastically,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the 64, which was interesting. That 2 years, 2 years on the 64 Maduro aged that cigar more than 4 years in the 26.
Mm-hmm.
That was really interesting.
At this 26, probably has a couple of years on it, but it's so smooth.
Oh, you have time on those cigars?
Yeah, a couple of years. Easily.
Wow, wow.
But it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's like the 50th. Smooth.
Well, the 50th is. I think the 50th is the best cigar.
Oh, me too.
I just
It's a deeper chocolate.
yeah
It's
no the 50th. But when you factor in the rarity and the price point,
right.
you know, I think the 64 is their best cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Factoring the price. And what I mean by the price is pound for pound. The 64, like this cigar, I got a full size Churchill for $17. That it's giving you a lot for the
Mm-hmm.
dollar. You know what I'm saying though? That yeah, is the 50th if you're paying $60. Is
Right.
that giving you a lot for $60? Well, it's a great cigar, but $60 is a lot of money. So if you start divvying up what it's giving you per dollar, no. But because it's not 3.5 times better than the 64. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if we're just talking about a cigar, yeah, the
Yeah.
50th stuff is the best. I'll tell you what, the 40th and the 45th I really like on the 64 Family Reservists.
Mm-hmm.
I like those. You ever have those? Dude,
Yeah.
those 44, the 45 was a little stronger, but the 44 was a little more well-rounded. So I like them both, depending what you in the mood you're in. But the 44 and the 45th on the Family Reservist side, the 64 side. Well, that's it's interesting about Padron. So you have the the shit cigars, the 1,000 series. Then you go to
Mm-hmm.
the 64, all reliable, and then the 26, reliable
Mm-hmm.
luxury. And when you think about it, for a luxury cigar, it's not that crazy priced for like a top tier luxury cigar for what you're getting. If you look at
It's
a Padron
not.
26 as like a luxury cigar compared to Cubans, I'll take it over Cubans.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the price of a Cuban cigar, $100, $80. Padron 26, $20, $22. Yeah, I'll
Mm-hmm.
smoke Padron. Now you in Long Island, you pay more, but whatever. But the point is, so when you factor like those kind of factors, but when you look at the after the 26, you got family reservists, but
Mm-hmm.
you have the 80th and 90th is not a family reserve.
Right. I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. I I'd love the 80th and the 85 reserve. No, it is.
Oh
It
shit!
doesn't. I don't know. I don't know the answer though, but it's true.
So you don't know?
Nah, I smoke cigars and I fix shit for a living.
Oh god, dude! Here I am trying to interview you. If I could like
Oh, I
this.
don't work for Padron. Some people might think I do, but I don't.
Okay, bro. Okay, so bottom line is though, so on the
Yeah.
26th side, you have what, the 80th and 90th, correct?
Hmm.
Now, would you consider the 80th and 90th um, above the family reservist side and the 64? Or no, I think they're different.
They're different, but would I consider them above? No, I don't think so. I don't. I just below the family reserve, I would say the 90 and the 80.
You think the 80th and 90th are not as good as the 44 and 45?
Um, I guess they're right on par, but I think
I'm not
the
talking about
85.
strengths. What's that?
I think
The 80,
85
85
is
is what,
that's my favorite.
and that's interesting because that's like the least talked about
Yeah.
85, and like it doesn't. That's a great cigar. I think it's one. I think it's one of
Hmm.
the most overlooked Padrones.
Yep.
And for the on the higher end of Padrones, that's one of the cheaper ones.
Hmm.
Like saying the price point wise, I think the 85. Well, it only comes in one size, right?
Hmm.
So
It's
that's another interesting thing I like
about
about
the same
Padron.
size as this. The 85 is about the
Yeah,
same
but when
size.
you go to ultra luxury side of Padron, so whether it's the 44, 45, 46, um, or the 80th or 90th, and then when those blends come out, it's either at best natural Maduro.
Right.
It's not sun grown. See the sun grown or Maduro, because when you say natural, people think Connecticut shade.
Right.
So, but it'll say natural, but technically, a sun grown is natural.
Right. Right. Hmm.
For you can get a lot of sizes.
Right.
So, so, so if the good thing is, I'm saying if you like the 85 Maduro, good, because you're gonna like it every time
Hmm.
because there's only one of them. You get what I'm trying to say though. So,
Hmm. I love the 85. So good. Is that the Diplomatico you have?
mm.
It is. Yeah, that's my favorite. That's what I
17
wanted
bucks,
to grab out of the humidor, but I had two boxes on top of it.
dude, $17. How do you beat that
Wow, that's great.
at a lounge?
Yeah, that's fantastic at a lounge.
Now that I
I
think about it, if that's 17, what is the smaller
Yeah,
64 going for? It might be
yeah,
$13. I might just my
yeah,
daily smoke.
yeah.
No, I don't recommend any soda. I'm trying to teach people don't drink soda. You can wear soda. You know what I'm saying though?
I get a.
If you wear
I've always
soda,
gotten a really
well,
good deal on all my Padrones. That's why
yeah,
it was my everyday smoke for a
yeah,
long time. So
yeah,
I always paid between 13 and 18.
yeah. So do you think of a guy like Anthony P was like if he was like trying to rob me at a 7-Eleven parking lot? Like, do I look vulnerable?
I don't think you would see you.
Is
Right
it,
now, you're like behind a blockade.
is it am I vulnerable? Am I vulnerable?
No.
I just want somebody to try to rob me one time.
And I want to watch it. You got to do it on a live. Leave your window rolled
This
down.
motherfucker says big elbow. Bro, this motherfucker, bro. Like, bro, you could talk all the shit you want, bro. Come train with Richie. Come on. You'd be crying. You'd be crying like a bitch. You'd be crying like a bitch. Crying like a bitch. I'm a 40-year-old man. The giant sack.
A meat sack.
The giant sack. With a giant sack. I feel it's important to remember those things, in life.
It is.
Yeah. Um, so I was at I was at a store today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they sold a lot of stuff there, but they our here's a little different. It wasn't just a liquor store, but they had other stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Point was this: um, I'm standing on line, and there's a short little like Hispanic guy in front of me, and all he had bought was like a big was that 5 or 10 pound bag of ice, like big thing of ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he just like put on the floor. He was a short guy, man, like not even 5 foot, and didn't speak English. And the Indian guy's like, "Is this all, sir?" And he's like, "Oh no, oh no," and he's pointing to the things like above on the side. "Oh no," and the Indian guy's like, "Oh, throw the Magnum." He's like, "Oh, Magnum, huh?" He's like, "No, no, no." He points a little to the left of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting there like, man, this guy's using Magnums. This guy, is he put where as a hat? You know? Well, the guy he goes like this. He goes, "No, no, no, no." And so the guy's like, "Oh, this." And he's like, "Oh, see, see, see." He literally said rock hard cock or whatever it was. Like, I'm saying? Like one of those pills, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
No,
right,
like
right, right.
pills. So like he takes it, he scans it, he gives it to the guy, and literally, like before the guy even paid, like literally, he cracks it open and pops the pill. And I'm sitting there going like, "Yo, this guy just popped his cocktail. Wait, hold on. Is he like is he starting this shit now? Like how are those time released? He just popped a cocktail. You know what I'm saying though? Like I was sitting there, I was just like, mother of God, like you know what I'm saying though. Like I just watched a 4 foot Hispanic Mexican pop a cocktail with 10 pounds of ice. I'm like, was he gonna fuck the ice? What the fuck is he doing? Look, dude, on the life of my door, this is a true story. So he pops the cocktail and like he pays and he with cash, and then he grabs his ice, and throws it over his shoulder. For him, it looked like a 50-pound bag, and he leaves. So I'm just like, what the? And I said to the guy, I'm like, you see the guy pop the cocktail? He's like, yeah, no, he like, yeah, no shit. So then while I'm doing what I gotta do with the register, I realize there's this big phone like there, and I'm like, oh shit, the cock guy left his phone. So I grab the phone, I go outside, and literally the guy was about to leave. I said, "Yo, yo, yo!" I said, "Yo, cockman!" And he stopped and looked at me. I'm like, "Is this your phone?" He goes, "Oh shit!" So, but I was just waiting for the guy to come out of the car with like a huge boner, fucking like, dude. This guy popped the cocktail before he paid for it at the store. No shame,
Wow.
and fucking left his phone. I don't know how much pussy was waiting for him at home. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, what was he driving home to? What was it? A line of like, fuck Tijuana women like, "Ay, papi, papi, papi." When he hit the lotto, he's just like, "Get me tango, 10 bitches, the cinco señoritas." So like what was happening? What party at like 3:30 in the afternoon are you popping a cock pill? You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna go drive? Like, holy shit! Like you're hitting traffic on 95, and you're
You can't turn the fucking steering
yeah,
wheel.
yeah, your dick is like, seriously though. Yeah, because God forbid you get to a car accident, you're gonna die because you're gonna bleed out so fast. You know what I'm saying though? Because like, your body might, if you're bleeding out from over here, but your body's sending all the blood to your dick, you- you're not gonna make it, man. You're gonna die. You're gonna go into shock. So the point is this: I have never seen someone pop a cock pill like at the store. He just left a little case. It
Yeah.
comes in, it's like a case. And it comes a little like, looks like a little like
Uh-huh.
plastic vial. He just left it there. That's
Uh-huh.
the guy. I was watching this guy. Oh, he just like
Well,
cracked it open. This guy's
apparent,
done this shit,
apparently he was in a rush to get the fuck out of there. He was
bro.
left
That's
his
not the
phone.
first time. Not the first time that guy took the cocktail. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, he's only 4 feet, in change. He
Right,
should
right.
only took because he's, like, saying no, like,
It's gonna be one big erection.
bruh, bruh. I took the guy who was gonna grow 2 feet, like, you know, saying,
Like fucking Mario Brothers. Oh,
oh,
now
shit,
what's that one
man.
where the guy goes down the tubes? What is that?
Yeah, Super Mario.
Super Mario Brothers.
Well, Super Mario Brothers for most men when they get
Right,
divorced,
right, right.
fuck him going down the tubes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was getting my elbow ready. I was just like the guy was like eating a cocktail. I'm just like you know, saying no, Richie starts hiding. He's like, what the fuck? Keep your cock away from me. Like, you know, I don't I don't know, bro. But where the fuck is Sacco, man? Is he dead? Is he alive?
Well, it's got to be just like finish up dinner around this time. No, time is it?
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
It's 9:30 our time, so
When
yeah,
when
6:30.
when Richie says there's lounge. And this is the last episode. I don't know if you
I
know
don't
that.
know if he was on when he said it. He was on earlier, but like when he was at work.
Dude, mark my words, this is the last episode.
And you even had time to cut up watermelon. And you had time to cut up some watermelon. Hmm?
It's a gift from God. So what do you think about the Mexican cock guy?
I think it's interesting. I
I
think with
imagine
all
it's
these
wife.
things
Yeah,
that you run into
yeah.
in your lifetime, Uber, all the different things, the pizza, you could write a book.
Mm, mm.
You could write a book. Each
Dude,
one's just a different
that
chapter.
that scene would be a great scene in the movie. It's just picture the guy with his girlfriend and they're like, what the fuck? Like, dude, how much pussy is this guy getting? We're like, you know what I'm saying? No, he's
Right.
taking it like at the store, no shame.
All right.
No shame. You know what I'm saying? Okay, imagine though, but you see, I'm sure he's home right now. Meanwhile, you see him like he's at Walmart, just like touching all the woman's panties. Like,
I
you
was
know what I'm saying?
hoping you were going. I was hoping you were going to say when you got out to the car, there was 3 women in the car.
Yeah, I don't know,
No.
dude. I just hope. Who knows? Like my mind's going places, but like, what if like he works at like a school or something like that? You're like, oh god, this guy's a perp. You know what I'm saying? The fucking like
Huh?
it's like this guy better be going home to like adults. You know what I'm saying? No, like imagine he gets pulled over, license and registration. He's like, tiempo, yo soy no tiempo. Yo tengo only 4 horas para mi pipi mucho fuerte. Vials, I gotta vamonos. They're like, what? He's like, Sergeant, I think he's saying he's only got 3.5 hours left of super cock. He's like, we're gonna let him go warning. Like they try to take him to county. They try to throw him, like, sir, lay on your stomach, like, but like his hips are way up in the air. Like, sir, lay on your stomach. He's like, my peepee is hard. He's like, can't, he can't fucking lay on his stomach. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, they're patting him down, and they're like, he's got a gun. Because I think it was rock hard. You know what I'm saying? No, like everything was rock hard. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, that was the real 451 moment because I watched a man pop a cock pill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some crazy people out there.
I just think it's a crazy world. I mean, this
Sure.
guy was doing what he had to do. You know what I'm saying, though? Like,
He was getting prepared. He was getting ready at
he's
3 in the
getting,
afternoon.
dude, he's partying, man. Dude, I mean, whatever it was. Like, what was he going? He's like going to like a family reunion.
Uh,
Fucking
so
weird,
many
right?
things. So many things are going through my head, but I'm not going to say them.
Oh, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. All I know is like, dude, I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know. Like Richie was just like, yeah, it's AP is AP. When you strong as Richie, you could talk to me, man. You not trying to knock me the fuck.
Oh, there's Sacco. So he said he's at his daughter's house for dinner.
Oh, Sacco. I don't care about Sacco no more. He's not reliable.
Oh, he's got to have dinner.
Do you think I care?
You can.
You think I
Uncle
care?
Larry cares.
You think I care?
Uncle Larry cares.
You think I care? I'm a little man.
Look,
Yeah,
he bought a bunch of cocks.
but I got like, just fucking elbow strike him. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, that was weird, man. Mm. It's yeah, it's because it's maybe like he works with like cement or something like that. It's like rock pill. It's like yeah. No, dude, this guy knew what it was.
Oh yeah.
And the pill was like $8.
What?
Yeah, but that's not cheap, man. You
No.
getting you getting rock cock, man.
I guess if it works, I don't know. I don't need it. But imagine not needing it and taking it. I wonder what would happen. I'd
Extreme
probably
headache,
die.
extreme headaches,
Yeah.
because because if your blood flow's already flowing good
Hmm.
and you know,
Exactly.
yeah, I've taken it before when I was younger because my girlfriend was trying to like just couldn't even tuck it in. You know what I'm saying though? What are you gonna do with like an 18-hour 8-inch erection? Just fucking just you look like you're in the part of the old movie. They're like, "Sir, the enemy has breached the lines," and the captain's like, "Fix bayonets." You're just like mounting a big sword. I walk around with fixed bayonets. Fucking Richie, just like the part of like the Saving Private Ryan with the tank. He's shooting the gun and the hang of the tank at the end. It's like, I just gave that whole scene. Remember that scene at the end of the movie when he blows up the tank? Well, it's the airplane, but he thinks this is 45. Remember
Hmm.
the last scene? Get him. Point is this, bro. What
I
a
get it.
stupid place. Hmm. Shout out to Saving Private Ryan. That was a great movie. But what is Sacco saying? He's at his daughter's house. Good for you, Sacco. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And Donald saying maybe he misunderstood. Maybe he knew it was a cocktail. Dude, this guy was in such a rush. He left his phone. Like you know what I'm saying though. He's like, I don't even need my phone. I don't need my phone. I should make a song about it, like you know, saying though. Es no necesito para mí AT&T. Yo tengo Apple iPhone. Yo tengo Fortecac. Yo tengo Fortecac. Da, 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 da. Yo tengo Fortecac. Tengo Fortecac. Yo tengo Fortecac. Gracias, gringo, para mi cell phone. And Richie's like, yeah, have a good one, buddy. You know, literally, I get out there, I'm like, yo, fucking cock man. Dude, this guy fucking.
Meanwhile, he purposely left his phone there as an alibi, so nobody knew where he was, and he was running out to use his pills,
What
and he was coming back for the phone later.
What if he left the phone for me to bring it to him? He's like, and you're like, what the or the phone out. He's just waiting with it. He's like, you stole my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up, man. Anthony P, shut the fuck up. Fuck with Richie, man. Fuck with Richie, man. You talk a lot of shit. So you should go for a jog away from my forearms. Okay, bro? Talking a lot. Like you go to a bar, a nightclub, you're talking, fucking with the bouncer. And the bouncer's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Time to go. And then Anthony P's like, actually, I focus on cardio. He's like, then run the fuck out of here. It's like, I hate this place. I hate this place. Like, I don't know why. Like, like every person here that I talk to on a personal level, I hate them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So much. Everything. It's like, but then, like, there's nothing left in the world. Like, what am I going to do? Watch TV? Like, every commercial's
Exactly.
like, dude, every commercial's like brought to you by Pfizer. They just had a commercial
Mhm.
on because if I was watching the Pfizer people were like it was a Pfizer commercial, but they were singing a song about the drug. So let's say the drug is called like Fesluven,
Right.
and the girl's like, Like, I was in my life and I stopped my grooving, but now with a daily dose of fast moving, I'm grooving with fast moving. You're like, what? Like, is this now? Is there going to be like cover bands and bands for drug medications? Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, what's next? You know what I'm saying though? What's next? I want to be in the Viagra band. You know what I'm saying though? Is it gonna be like a Billy Joel Viagra band? Because I'm in a Viagra mind. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood.
What?
My wife said I needed some Viagra because my cock's no good. I know what I needed, and I got a month's supply. Viagra, my wife's pulling down my fly. Dun, 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 dun. You know, like Big D and the Ding Dongs. You know what I'm saying? Though, yeah,
The ding dongs.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Though, but down like
Stop.
in Canada,
I,
like
I can't get the
doing the,
band off. Stop making me
yeah,
laugh.
yeah. In Canada, dude, I'm just a guy in a Corolla, man. What do you want me to do? Like you think it's easy making people laugh every night?
I can't
You
get
think
the fucking band off.
you think it's easy, bro?
No. Well, for you it
Bro,
is actually. I don't.
uh, I'll tell
I
you
don't
what. I'm
think you
not funny.
realize it.
I'm not funny. I just don't give a fuck, and that's a
Uh
really hard place to be. But so in Canada, in Switzerland, they have assisted suicide, government assisted
huh.
suicide. So I wonder if they're gonna start making music about that. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, like it's a happy song. It's
Right.
like you woke up and you thought your life was bad, but there's an answer. And then like AP's like, there's an answer. Like he's like in the quiet part. You woke up. It's like girls just want to have fun. You woke up and you thought things were bad, but there's an answer. There's an answer. Just call right now and we'll show you what to do. We're gonna put you 6 feet down in the ground where there's no sound. Where there's no sound, you won't hear the pain. The blood in your vein will refrain, cause you'll be dead. Government assisted suicide. Don't hide. Call right now. Government assisted suicide. It's the best. We don't have to pay you Social Security. Government assisted suicide. Now we don't have to pay your veteran pension anymore. Government assisted suicide. It's the best. Like, how do
You
you
got
like
the
that? Is that a
whole
good
fucking chorus down and everything. You
everything?
you sure you didn't practice this? You practiced this shit. You had to. You had the whole chorus.
On the life of my daughter, I just made that shit up, bro. I write
That's
music. I can fucking make.
that's fucking great.
Yes, I do. Fucking like, but it's the real thing. Like they have commercials for it. It's called Made. Look it up, Made. It's called medical assisted something.
Right.
Death is, dude, bro. Um, And what's funny is like when they with old people on Social Security, like or veterans, their doctors are saying, "Well, you have the option for MAID." They're trying to save money. Like imagine your doctor being like, "Well, I know that you're on these medications, and you got hurt in the job 10 years ago, and life's been very painful since you broke your back, and we're paying for your medical and social and your whatever and your insurance and your whatever, but you could just die, right?" It's just like, isn't that crazy?
It's fucking whacked. It really
People
is.
talk about how America's so violent. Like if you take out the inner cities and people in the gang life, it's actually a very safe country, man. Like
Hmm.
it really is. You got young kids that just want to, blast each other. I mean, it is what it is. And the DAs just keep releasing them, so it is what it is. But the bottom line is, I'd rather live in a country where people can own guns and protect themselves. Then when my doctor's like, it's time to die. Because at
Huh?
what point then, what if the doctor says, listen, we recommended this, but now it's not an option? Because you know what I'm saying? No, because what if like it's like mental health, they put you
Right.
in a asylum or they take a nursing home, right? Time to go. If you don't have family and somebody has plans, they'll come and throw you in a nursing home. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Huh?
say danger, you can't drive, whatever. So what's the next step? Huh? Cost a lot of money to keep you in diapers.
It does. I hope I never get there, but to the diaper part.
Dude, really think about that, man. Like this is exactly what Hitler did, and it's
Uh-huh.
what all do. They start saying, "Well, time to how do you say thin the herd," and that what the herd is, whatever they deem is like Hitler killed in the beginning. He killed a lot of the how do you say mentally challenged people and the elderly first because it's like
Right.
he's like these people are just costing us too much. Well, these are dead weight. They
Huh?
can't have a job. They can't produce. They can't have kids. So yeah, no, like that. But that's when you anytime you have any situation where people have too much power, you know, this is what happens.
Sure. They dispose of them.
Mhm. Like dude, even like let's say for example, I got my gym. I go there. First time I went there, I'm like, okay, I took a bottle of water, right? I'm like, how much I owe you? And he's like, $1.50, whatever. So I give him $2. He's like, oh. He's like, sure, we don't take cash. I'm like, why not? He's like, well, we don't want to have a cash register. I'm like, what? That's not why. But I said, what do you mean? He's like, no, you got to pay through the app. All of a sudden, just like that,
Huh?
for the first time in history, can you imagine all throughout time?
Uh-huh.
You're fucking a sailor going through a port, and you come
Uh-huh.
there and you're like, I needed some wine and some company and a hot bath, and you just drop like one silver coin, and the guy's like, quite right, sir, quite right. Imagine all of a sudden that guy's like, sir, we don't take silver. He's like, oh, okay, okay. Here's a smaller piece of gold. He's like, no, sir. You have Venmo. He's like, Venmo? I thought Venmo, I thought he sunk. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, yeah, no, dude, that's the world we live in,
Yep.
you know? And you don't have an option. Like, you can say, oh, yeah, bring your own bottle of water. But the point is, like, this is how it starts. It starts off being, well, it's just over here. It's just over here.
Yep.
Trust me, before you know it, cash is over. And I'm not predicting it. This is it.
Yeah.
Cash society. Everything's tracked, baby. Forget
Uh-huh.
about buying cigars online. They're gonna see, oh, you're getting those cigars cheaper, huh?
Yep.
We're gonna we're gonna need to add like a cheap tax to it. Trust
Uh-huh.
me, man.
That's coming. It's coming. It's coming. They're losing too much money. If they can do it with cigarettes, they can do it with cigars. They can do it with everything. It's
You look
coming.
at people. There's no deal. So why is cigars getting a deal?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Because they just haven't implemented it yet. That's all. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Well, also with cigarettes, though, it's like this. It's not like there's tiers. I mean, there's tiers, but it's not. It's not like there's a variable tier. Like, oh, some people are buying a $5 pack of smokes, and some people are buying $100 pack of smokes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with cigars, there's tiers. You know.
There is, but you get guys buying $1,000 boxes of Ativan. It's a lot of tax right there.
Oh, sure, sure,
You know.
sure. So
But
it's
a lot of online, they're charging tax now.
yeah,
Like Corona, if we order from Corona now, they
yeah.
charge tax.
What? Just federal tax though.
They're charging. I don't know what tax they charge. I don't know if it's their local sales tax. They're charging that. They're charging some kind of tax, and it's quite a bit actually.
No, you're right. I think they're collecting the local sales tax for the county you live in,
Right?
and 'cause the county wants that money. It wasn't always that way.
No, it wasn't.
But what happens when the state says, yeah, but in New York we have 75% tax?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but we're based out of Pennsylvania. We don't care. You're
Yeah,
importing into the state of New York,
that's
and
right.
that's going to be next.
It's
Mark
coming.
my words.
100%.
Then, so then you're going to have to drive there or have somebody mail them. But
Mm-hmm.
then they're going to be watching all your fucking mail.
Yep.
And so you're going to drive there and fucking take a trailer and buy a whole bunch of cigars. And then when you get pulled over, they're gonna because they're tracking everything. They know, wow, you buy $10,000 in cigars every year
Yep.
or every month. And at the same time, you just use a toll booth in Pennsylvania. They're gonna
Yep.
get you across the New York State border, and
That's
then
right.
you're gonna have to explain, well, it's personal use. Doesn't matter. You didn't
Yep.
pay New York State tax. Now you're importing it in. You think I'm joking?
Yeah.
You think fuck you
And then
see if I'm
and then and then they accuse you of selling them. That's next when you spend that much money.
But especially in New York, for example, you can't go to Pennsylvania and go buy a handgun and bring it back
Yeah.
to New York.
Nope.
You could, but you'd have to pay the store, have the store ship it to a New York,
Right.
and then pick it up there. But once again, then there's still you're not getting around the registration and
No.
everything else. So what I'm saying is, so when it comes to cigars, because ATF, right, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, why is it just cigars guys getting the pass? And trust me, they don't like that.
No. They don't.
When you look at cigarettes, it's completely uniform. No matter where you go, you're getting fucked, 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 fucked. So with cigars, it's not like, well, Cohiba's $25, but I get them online for $4. See how long that lasts.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
See how long that lasts.
But I have enough cigars to last probably the rest of my life, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're probably okay. Yeah, yeah.
It is coming. It's inevitable. The government will take money wherever they can, whether
Yeah.
it's state or local or federal.
See,
Doesn't
that's
matter.
the thing, Anthony P. He says, everyone I know buys cheap cigarettes from another state. Yeah? Well, why don't they just fuck the state and leave and go to a better state? Like, people don't act like, oh, you're getting away with something because you bought some cheaper states in Pennsylvania and you come back to New York. Like, yeah, I got away with it. New York, bro, they're charging you just to walk around New York City, drive around New York City. What the fuck is next? You know what I'm saying, though? Are you
Right.
breathing air in Manhattan? That's $10 a day. You know what I'm saying, though?
Mhm.
Think I'm joking. This is the same state that in New York City, remember years ago, the mayor said no more 2-liter delivery of soda to cut
Yep.
back on.
Yep.
So no people doing 2-liter was 250,
Uh-huh.
and the 20 ounces were like $1.50 back then. But then people would have to order like 5 of them. So now they're spending more, and now they
Right.
waste more plastic, and they're
Yep.
actually drinking more soda. You know what I'm saying though?
Yep.
All by design, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He says the stores here sell tax-free cigarettes from out of state. Yeah, Anthony P. Sure. Yeah, people could do that. And then guess what happens when you get caught? Watch out. The
Yeah.
ATF's watch. Be careful. I'm telling you, they'll get them. They
That's
get them.
happened. That's happened right here by me many times down in the res. They get them.
Right.
They get them.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
set
yeah.
up on the way out.
Yeah. Even guys that go there that make big purchases, right?
Uh-huh.
Because they have people there too, or they're watching everything electronically or whatever it is. Or, even if you're driving to the res with a lot of money, the
Uh-huh.
cops have to detect money. But when you have
Yeah.
that much money, it's at a radio frequency. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I talked to the cop that does. And so if you're carrying thousands of dollars, all hundred
Uh-huh.
dollar bills, they know.
Yep.
And then they just pull you over, they might just follow you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And see where you
Uh-huh.
go. And then they start watching you. What do you do? Who do you call right then? Oh, you hanging out at this bar all the time. And then they'll come and make some purchases. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like they're not, dude,
Uh-huh.
you know?
They
And
even.
especially if you go across state lines, now it's federal.
Uh-huh.
So actually, I'm not sure if going from the res to Long Island, Suffolk County. I don't know if that's federal, but because the res is not part of New York State, is it? What is it?
Um, I don't think it's part of New York State, but they did give rights to the police to go in there now, so they do patrol it now. The police, because they had too many problems. So the chief uh, signed
Yeah,
some
but
kind of decree.
they don't pay taxes, so you pay now, and you lose your police
Huh?
services. Place that's not paying taxes.
Uh-huh.
So the way
But
they're getting security.
even the gas in there, there's like 5 gas stations in the reservation now, and it's usually $1 less a gallon.
Oh, is it
Look at all those people that because no tax.
interesting?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Just it's just a matter of time before they catch everyone. Dollar
Well,
less
yeah,
a gallon.
be smart if you buy 1,000 gallons and
Uh-huh.
like in your pickup truck, you just have a tank in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like fill it, fill it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They usually just watch the little guy. They want the big guy. They want the guy that comes in with the big truck and gets a couple 100 gallons at a time and
Yeah.
sells it.
Yeah, no, Giordano. Yeah, no, I talked to the detective about that. at a
Mm-hmm.
cigar line. They have detectors. If you're carrying lots of cash,
Oh
oh,
yeah, it's
okay,
true.
but it's $20 and up. They have the metal. They have a magnetic strip in them. So you
Mm-hmm.
carry a lot of cash, and the cops got a device. They'll know if you're driving by the reservation. If you're pulling in there, they know they got a lot of money. But no one's going to a lot of money for themselves. You might buy even
Right.
like 5 card. Okay, but you get what I'm saying though. And
Mm-hmm.
also in a lot of states, they can pull you over. Um, you're not getting that money back because if it's from illegal money,
Right.
you prove how you got that money and you took it out of the bank,
That's right.
right? So if you can't prove a receipt how you got that money, you're not getting the money back.
Yeah.
If the guy pulls you over with 20 grand, he tells his boss, "Yeah, the guy had 16 grand," and they
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, you know,
Yeah.
you know."
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. They think carrying cash is good. It can backfire on you if you can't prove it.
hmm Even if it's just late at night, what are you driving around late at night with this money? You buying drugs?
Right. That's right.
It's a crazy world, man.
I try to keep it below like 90,000 cash in my pocket.
Well, you take the rock hard pill, you can hide it.
It's like a shield.
Yeah, start calling you the elephant.
Uh,
Yeah, this guy's rocking it out. Yeah, man, it's a crazy world.
the government equals the legal mafia. That's true. But the only
Well,
difference with the mafia is they kept the streets clean and safe.
you could go to them when you have problems too. They didn't want
Yes,
no trouble.
that's right.
Yeah, and so, yeah, no, yeah, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. They don't like competition.
Nope.
You know, but yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, I've been puffing on this cigar slow, but that's not the way I like the Joy Padron. I like to. I'm not saying I smoke Padron fast, but when I smoke Padron like a regular other cigar. That's the way it goes fast because
Right.
it puffs fast, but also it's more intense, and that's the way I like to do
Yep.
it. But I'm
Okay.
smoking slow show because normally, dude, this whole thing I'd be done in an hour, so I've been
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
my time. But also I find Padron doesn't go out. If you
Uh-huh.
puff slow because the airflow it smokes itself.
Oh, yeah, it does. But it's so enjoyable that smoking it fast is easy. And you don't get harsh taste from it. It doesn't screw up the tobacco.
No, they hit a perfect sweet spot. You know, for a Nicaraguan cigar with a Mexican San Andreas Maduro wrapper. Yeah, dude, no way it tastes like a Nicaraguan puro. Because I'm telling you right now, Nicaraguan puros, you don't normally get all that chocolate sweetness. In my opinion, it's Mexican San Andreas Maduro wrapper.
You think so? You think it really
Oh,
is?
yes,
For real?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
I mean, I did examine all my boxes to see if they said Puro, and they don't.
Mm, mm.
How can that be a secret for so long? You know?
People love Padron too much, and it's
Oh, that's
just,
true.
and now it's at the point where it's no,
Well, they just have to do what everyone else does. Non-disclosed.
it's too late now.
Yes, late now.
Because also, I think that's another reason why they don't make any new blends, really. Because when you think about when it comes from new blends, don't. Well, I'm not sure if they stopped the that cigar thing, the FDA,
Mm-hmm.
but supposed with the FDA with new blends, unless it was
Yeah.
from an older
Mm-hmm.
for it
Yep.
to make sure
It
it's
was
safe.
something like 60 grand for a new SKU.
Right,
Yeah.
but then also they test it though genetically,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're lying, like if you call yours a Cameroon and it's Honduran Cameroon,
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
and you're like, yeah, I get my Cameroon tobacco. You get what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Anthony
I
P. They stopped.
I think they
They
knocked
stopped
it
that.
down.
Yeah, you know why? Padron fucking made a check to like, we don't
Yeah,
want
that's true.
everyone knowing. We'll be out of business. We're not a Puro.
Uh-huh.
He said Mexican San Andreas, baby. I was really surprised at how sloppy the cap was on this though.
Was it? Mine
Yeah.
wasn't. Like
Well,
you can't even see it. I barely like even took a piece off
no,
the end. It's beautiful.
yours is old, man. I'm telling you, man. And the flavor hasn't changed on new
No.
Padrones. But I'm telling you, I've seen them get kind of ugly.
Hmm.
Like, they look like they were rushed.
Hmm.
Or also, maybe before they were more selective. And now it's like, because there's so much demand. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, the past few times buying a 26 and a 64, and I actually look at them, pay attention to them, and
Right.
like when we buy them, like just take it and put it next to other cigars at the shop, and you're like, wow, this mid-tier AJ Fuente looks perfect from the box, and the Patron's like wonky as fuck, and you're
Right.
like, yeah, I like the Patron better, but like I hate to say it, but aesthetically, physically, like, come
Yeah.
on, you know what I'm saying? So that is. It's not like you're getting the deal with Patron on price point, and like, at least you can make the things look perfect.
Right. Yeah. True.
But I'm just
But
saying though.
maybe it is a demand thing. They're trying to rush them.
But it's also, bro, Padron knows whatever they make, you're gonna fucking buy it.
Mm-hmm.
They're at that point, right? They're at that point. When you get to like Padron or Opus or Anejo or Air Pink or Fuente, you're gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Saco with the Davidoff, Nicaragua. That like you can squeeze.
Yeah.
But like you're gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
The Davidoff Nicaragua was a monster cigar. That thing, like, they're gonna make that forever. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
like unless David goes out of business, like the David of Nicaragua. I remember when that came out. That was a huge release, and like that cigar sells, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a good cigar. But I was interesting to see him. I never had one that could do that. Like
Right.
I'm talking, that was like, and it burned fast as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You're talking about
so
the 10-year or the box press?
no, the box press.
Box press. I actually like the box press better than the 10-year myself.
Mm. Say again.
I like the box press better than the 10-year. I feel it's more bold.
I'd have to do it again, but I don't know. What I know is once you the classic is
It is. It is.
just like the Liga. The
Uh,
classics always, you can't you can't fuck with a classic. You can make it better in some ways. Oh, we made it stronger. We made it smoother. But yeah, but the classic for a reason. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, come on. It is what it is. So, yeah, no. I would take Liga number 9 over the 10th, and I would take
Yes.
the regular. What's it called? Um, the regular David off Nicaragua.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really interesting. Untapped market, and they should do it. By God, they should do it. David off Honduras.
I knew you were going to say it.
Why not?
Uh-huh.
What's ultra premium Honduran cigars, baby?
Yep.
Why not? And people say, "Oh, it's just a Camacho." Like, no, okay, fuck gives a shit about it. Like, give us, whatever. Why not? Why not?
Right.
Right? Because who would have thought David if we went to Nicaragua, right?
Yep. That's right.
Because if people say, "Oh, David Dominican," no, David was Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Before, so in this case, David was just an idea. So it's kind of like aliens. They grab on the face, and then the baby comes out stomach. In the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever Davidoff's like, wow, Honduras, and then it's like, wow. Like, why
Uh-huh.
not? Why not?
You never know what they have coming. There haven't been many releases lately.
Well,
But
Davidoff, so I think they had to cut the fat, and they had a lot of shit they had to just reorganize and regroup.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? You're right on that. Like,
And
but maybe I think they're still catching up from when everything got shut down, and
Mhm.
just, maybe in a year or two we'll see some more stuff. But yeah, you're right. Davidoff has not been like innovating, but at the same time, I think it's just a very luxury, slow and steady brand.
Yeah.
Like real white label stuff, everything they're making, and dude, their white label stuff, it's got cigars I don't even know about. Like so many different
Mhm.
sizes and like
Mhm.
weird. They make stuff down to like cigarillos.
Yep.
You, you can go to lounge and spend like $12 on a Davidoff cigarello. You're like, what the
Yep.
fuck?
I
So
just
like,
bought a Davidoff sampler, and I didn't know there was so many different sizes. It had the
bro,
signature in it, and the Millennium in it, and all these different sizes. And
they
holy
got, so-
shit!
they got so many cigars, and
Uh,
most of the shops, even if they have Davidoff, they don't have everything.
mhm.
So you know, who knows? Maybe in like Europe, people they have everything.
Yeah.
But I bet Davidoff's a bigger brand in Europe than it is in here. Because you know Americans' palates, right?
Uh-huh.
Most guys don't want a $30, $40 medium strength cigar with a shade grown wrapper. You know what I'm saying though?
Uh-huh.
Even though they're beautiful cigars, um, if it was, that's why if it wasn't that way, that's why they're making the Oscuro, the
Uh,
Yamasa, and the Nicaragua. Because it's like, oh, we better stop making dark cigars.
yeah.
You know, I remember when that happened. I was around when it happened because all of a sudden I was like, David has black label cigars. They were always white label.
Yep.
You know, they like, oh, David, because like they had to, like between Padron and AJ Fernandez, like Padron doing the luxury strong cigars and AJ Fernandez doing all the mid tier strong cigars. Like Nicaragua was just like bombarding in like
Yep.
fast, and that's why Altatus was like, yeah, do AJ everything, make a strong
Uh-huh.
version, make a strong
Uh-huh.
version. Also, I believe that way. If it didn't work out, it's like that's not our version. That was the AJ
Uh-huh.
version. You didn't, so it was smart, but it only
Yeah.
helped out AJ. You
Sure.
know, you know what they should have done from the get go was say, AJ, just make our cigars, the stronger ones, but no, you don't get our name, and
Right.
that would have been better for the brand. But by putting his name on it, that was just an advertisement for him.
I tried to find a list, but apparently one doesn't exist on how many AJ cigars there actually are for all these different companies.
Mm.
I couldn't find it. I mean, we know a lot of them, but I would like to see a list. There's got to be
So you got Foundation first of all,
thousands.
Foundation, which then that would include like Charter Oak and everything else,
Hmm.
right? Um, you got a lot of stuff for Espinosa, and then you got a lot of stuff. Small batch. Look at my friend with the Amendola cigars. He makes
Right.
a lot. You got Don Lino Africa is AJ. All the AJs San Latanos. But then you have Onyx, Aging Room, Monte Cristo, H. Upman,
Yeah.
Hoya on the general side, Diesel on the general side, Punch on the general side,
Uh-huh.
El Reynamundo on the general side.
Huh? There's so many
That's the ones we
that
know
we
about.
know. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
There's a lot. There's a lot.
uh,
There's a lot.
I didn't know that Foundation was AJ until a couple months ago when you
Doesn't he
said
have
it.
a company, High Clare Castle, too, or no?
Um, there's one called the High Cliff or something like that. Yeah.
No, High Clare Castle. But is that an AJ?
I don't know. I want to say yes. I believe it is.
Because isn't that under Foundation?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Does he make all Foundation? I see.
I,
When
I,
did
I'm
that
gonna,
happen? Wasn't it Foundation was a totally separate company, not blended by AJ at one time?
well, Foundation is Nick Maleo. He used to work for Jewish State. No,
'Cause I thought he was blending his own cigars,
he blends his cigars, Nick Maleo, but AJ makes it
but
for him. He
AJ
blends.
makes them.
He
I
doesn't
don't know.
have his own farm in Nicaragua and everything.
All right.
AJ's got everything.
Uh,
Fuck, I don't do it. Like
they had me fooled. I didn't know that.
Foundation was slick. Like so when you think about like Foundation, that's like top upper mid
Hmm.
tier luxury brand AJ
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
But But that goes to show you about blending, that those blends are designed by Leo, and I think Nick Leo is really good about making stronger cigars, but they're not full AJ. They're not just
Right.
super dark, scary cigars,
Uh-huh.
So I would definitely prefer foundation cigars over like old school, like scary AJ cigars. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Though I think they're better. They're better stuff.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, dude, like, yeah, what? Basically, it's like, what isn't AJ? You know?
Uh-huh. I still say it was a mistake for all these companies to
Well,
fall into this.
if you're a small company, you're gonna work with whoever you can work with. And he's gonna help you establish your brand, and then you can make money.
Yeah. But then
But with
step away. But then step away at one point.
well, it's
I don't know.
because at the end of the day, unless if you're vertically integrated, if you're only working with one company, that company owns you. Whereas I hate to say it, like with Gurkha, they could work with 5 or 10 different companies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, though? So if one company say we're not gonna make it, they'll go somewhere else for that
Right.
one. But like with JC Newman with Fuente, they both work hand in hand so much.
They do. Yeah.
Like JC Newman and Fuente, like they're juggling because people don't realize how much JC Newman sells. They are the number one cigar in the world.
Yep.
You might not know about it, but it's called Quorum. So
Uh-huh.
they sell a lot of cigars. It's a piece of shit,
Uh-huh.
but it is what it is.
It is. But
So
J.C. Newman takes care of the distribution of Fuente cigars.
yeah,
They handle the distribution side.
yeah.
At least that's what they told us on the tour.
Well, it makes sense because like every
Yeah.
every shop, like JC Newman stuff and everything. So no, it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so the Opus X and Quorum cigar have something in common. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No,
They do. Yeah.
JC, so there is some kind of connection. They're distant cousins, but
Right. But
and
I think that's isn't that rolled and blended in
Nicaragua.
Tampa, or is it Nicaragua?
No, I think Nicaragua.
Is it?
Pretty sure. I'm almost positive because you can roll it cheaper there, man.
I'm sure. Yeah. But they do roll some cigars in Tampa, and they
What do
do
they
a lot of
roll?
machine cigars too, though, in Tampa.
Like for what?
But
Like
they have like gas station cigars too. They got so many
oh,
different
like,
ones.
like
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Who the fuck knows, man?
Yeah. This is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just it's fascinating how they can make so many different flavors out of so many blends, and
yeah. Well,
it's still creating.
it's
You know?
always evolving. It's always evolving too.
Yeah.
Because, for example, let's just say you're making a cigar for 10 years, but
Uh-huh.
you always okay. Let's say you're always using Cuban seed, right? But the moment you plant that in your ground in Nicaragua, now that's a hybrid seed.
Right.
Keep that cigar tasting the same, you can't use that seed again. Not for that cigar.
Right.
They have one-time use. Does that make any sense?
Uh-huh.
And so any of the seeds in those
Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. And that's pretty wild how they do that.
genetics.
Yep.
They're playing genetics, especially brands like Davidoff. And Davidoff does it in a certain way where that nobody, I think,
So nobody can steal their tobacco, basically.
yeah, when they're growing their tobacco,
Yeah.
supposedly, I forget, don't quote me how they do this, but like there's like, I don't know, I'm not saying there's male and female plants, I don't know how it
No,
works, or
there is.
male,
There is. Yeah, there
right?
is.
So they don't grow
That's right.
The plants fuck each other. I don't know what the fuck they do.
They germinate or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're that fucking paranoid.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. There's a whole long video about that on YouTube I watched. How they do it. It's wild.
Yeah. I
They
mean, I'm
sep-
glad other channels talk about this stuff.
Nah, no channels talk about this. This was a Davinoff
Wait,
interview.
all you need is like a cut in the light or like a stopwatch, or
Nah,
you know what I'm
nah,
saying?
this
No,
was a Davinoff video. But they actually
yeah,
showed them separating the male and the female, and it's wild shit.
yeah,
Really is.
they're playing God. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No. Mm. But Padron is so secretive. When you think about just the way they do their cigars and their blending, like there's really not much any information.
Nope.
They play that close to the chest.
Uh-huh.
Like I think Padron, they allegedly they might have killed people if they try to release their secrets. Like if you joined Padron at the factory or whatever, you probably are signed a non-disclosure and like, well, listen, this doesn't matter. If you ever
Uh-huh.
tell Monte Cristo about this, like,
Yeah.
you know, like yeah, I think Padron is very secretive.
Uh-huh. It's the cigar mafia.
Yeah, they got the money for it,
Uh-huh.
and especially when you think these countries on there that are statistically very poor countries,
That's right.
that's their main fucking crop, and
Yeah.
not just crop. All the business it brings in tourism,
Yep.
big fucking money. Dominican Republic, Honduras, not so much in
Uh-huh.
Honduras, but Nicaragua.
And they donate so much money back to the
Yeah,
communities and to the government. Yep.
yeah, with the people that they're making even making the money there, they're going to spend
Uh-huh.
them in the country.
That's
So it
right.
keeps. If let's for example, if the cigar community completely left Dominican Republic, the country would fucking
Oh
implode.
yeah. Absolutely.
Crime through the roof. There'd be no jobs.
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying though?
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna be four or
Just
five.
we're just gonna keep smoking cigars. That's what we're gonna do. We're just
Uh,
gonna keep smoking them.
are you gonna try the new Saka cigar, Polpetta?
I'm gonna if she sends me one, yeah.
Who sent you one?
If somebody sends me one, I'll smoke it. Where can I get it?
You just hurt my pussy with that, you know. Uh, I mean, you have the internet. You could Google it. You know,
Right.
it's not expensive. It's $7 a cigar.
Yeah. I tried and I couldn't find it. I was gonna send him a message. I used to talk to him a lot on Messenger on Facebook.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he would
Well,
tell me when like I like the Tricky Trotter. When it
yeah,
first came out, when he came with the first one, he's like, "Don't get this size. Get this size. This one sucks. I just make that one for other people."
yeah,
You know. So
yeah. No, it was a solid cigar at that price point. It's a high value.
yes.
I smoked two of them yesterday, back to back, just to
Did you
see if they.
really? Wow.
Yeah, it was a good
And
because of that little.
he's extremely picky with his tobacco, and he's very very passionate. Not that the rest of the people aren't. Right. Right. Is- Okay.
Cigars, the Umbagog, the Sin Compromiso, the
Uh-huh.
Miqueta Black. So all the trimmings from that, plus with other long filler, and the Mexican Andreas binder and the Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. So it's a solid little cigar.
Uh-huh.
And I think with a 4-inch cigar, with who gives a shit they're using some short filler from the Miqueta Black?
Yeah.
I guess, anyways, how much long finger, you know
Uh,
what I'm saying? it was a big fat cigar, maybe a cigar would get soft, a
Right.
long filler, you know what I'm saying though.
Mm-hmm.
So with that little size, it's perfect. And with that little size, because of the short filler, and because the short filler is coming from really great cigars,
Mm-hmm.
you could 5 or 6 different tobaccos from great cigars and get a blend you couldn't get because you could
Right.
fit a little the
Yep.
short filler.
Yep.
So now how do you keep them consistent with the short filler, long filler? I don't know because how do you know with all the short filler mixed together?
Right.
One might taste more like the Makita, the other one might taste more like the Umbagog. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
How meticulous he's going to be with that. You know what I'm saying though.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure
But
they have a way to blend it.
I will say this: both pulpettas taste exactly the same.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So that was a good test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One tasted like this, and the next one, which also wouldn't be bad either. If you're like, hey man, everyone, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what pulpetta
Right.
you're gonna get. Cigars,
Mm-hmm.
solid.
And he'll tell you his cigars aren't cheap because he prefers to use the best. So
Well, that's Florida pricing.
yeah.
So $7, $7.99 or $7, whatever it was, for a 4x48. That's not cheap. So you figure that would be like maybe like a $10 Robusto or something,
Mm-hmm.
or 11, $12 Toro. So, but still for Saka, it's pretty good pricing.
Yeah. It
But
is.
I think it's a unique cigar. I think they're gonna sell out like hotcakes. Um, you just don't want to get gouged on those. But New York prices, man, you're gonna be paying like $13, $14 in New
Yeah.
York.
He's.
You're gonna get fucked,
Uh,
and then it's not. You know what I'm saying though?
he's very passionate about his tobacco. Very, very.
He's
So
very self-aware, and he's very hard on himself.
yes, he is.
So that's like a genius, like an artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He
not
didn't.
like, oh, he's not like I can't do anything wrong
Mm-hmm.
at all.
No,
In
he's not
fact,
like that.
he talked more about all the things he hates about his brand.
Yep.
So which is, you know what? That's a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
though?
That's right.
You know, as long as he's running that, and who knows, and God willing, God bless him with his health, who knows? But you can't do that job forever. Let's
Right.
say he even doesn't have years, but how long could
He
you
didn't
know what I'm saying?
even. He left with so much money from Jewish State. He didn't have to do it. He didn't have to do it, and he did
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
How much how much money was he making with Jewish State?
I don't know. I know it was a lot. He even said in an interview that he just did it because it was a passion, and he wanted cigars for himself. He was going to blend cigars for himself to smoke, and then it got
I
bigger
don't
and bigger.
Jewish State because maybe this he was there probably what 15 years. Like maybe he's
Something
like,
like
listen,
that.
time is done here, and maybe things were changing, and he's like, listen,
Hmm.
whatever it is, he's done everything he could do there, and that was that. So you know, and that was that.
Yeah. But he did say, and I wasn't kidding, that his wife handles all the distribution. So any cigars that he smokes, he has to pay for 'em out of his paycheck that he takes. I swear.
I didn't meet the wife. She could have been there, but he did say when I was hanging out with him, she already went back, to the hotel room. So,
Right.
I didn't get to meet her or say hello, which
Yeah.
was good. I hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? Though.
He's cool. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He's he's down to earth. He's
Dude, I
not
felt
like some stuck up cigar guy.
to like Bob the plumber at a cigar shop.
Yep.
I mean, like just like there was no status with him, like meaning
Hmm.
there was no vanity.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Though there was no vanity.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like none. Like he's a regular guy.
Hmm.
And he had a piece of shit like Chinese torchlight, or he give a fuck. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Though?
Exactly.
He wasn't wearing like his like fancy like
No.
fancy. You know what I'm saying though?
No. That's how he is. That's what I like about him.
And when I took pictures with him,
Hmm.
he's all right. Like when the person was using the camera, he's like, "All right, so we're gonna take two pictures: a happy one and a crazy one." But it was just for him just to say that, like it wasn't like my idea. I was like, "Okay, Steve," but it was just like it was just interesting for me. Even like I don't know why, like he did that, but like So
Yeah.
I did post the one like that's the happy one because it just looks. I don't know. I like the one that's being more serious, but like you know what I'm saying though. So,
Right.
but like, but it was just I don't know. It was just funny the way he said
Yep.
that. So like, so at least I have two pictures. I have happy Sokka and like angry Sokka. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
cool. That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
you know. I think he wants to be happy, but I think he's angry. You know, so I think.
Yeah. I could see
So
that. I know he put a lot of work into building the brand
yeah. Oh shit.
to where it's at now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think he lives up in New Hampshire or something like that. He did somewhere up there,
It was,
maybe Maine.
yeah, I thought it was Maine.
Yeah.
It's peaceful up there in Maine, New Hampshire
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah. And when
I
he
mean,
was pushing, when he started distributing his cigars, he was the salesman, and he went to all the different shops selling his own cigars. He didn't have salesmen at first; it was just him.
well, it takes time, and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta know you have the accounts before you can afford some. I met his rep though for South Florida
Mm-hmm.
or State. He was a nice guy though. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but he was talking to him like it wasn't like yeah. With the tone he had when he was talking to Sokka, he had like his rep. He had like no like it wasn't like yes boss or he's F fear. He's
Right.
like, what the fuck you talking about? He's like, I didn't say that. Like he was just
Yeah.
and like when he walked away, Sokka was just like you know what I'm saying though. So like
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He knows a lot,
Yes.
but he's not a dick though.
No, he's not.
I can promise you, the guys working around Perdomo work and talk to Nick Perdomo like that.
No.
Like,
Right.
but Nick runs a different kind of crew.
Mm-hmm.
Nick company like the military, and he's the
Yes.
general,
Yes.
and it's very professional. Whether you like
Yep.
the blends, and what I've seen with his crew,
Mm-hmm.
it this is his fucking thing. You know, and
Mm.
that's fine. And that's fine. It's a different kind of brand for everyone.
It's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
Yeah, it
You
is.
know, Stock is more like an artist and very creative. Where
Yes.
like we're gonna grow this company 16% every year. Like that's what he told me. He's like so like I could tell like he's not fucking like
Right.
yeah. So it's a different vibe, which is fine. You know,
Exactly.
so because clearly Saka is never gonna have his distribution at the level of Perdomo.
No.
You know,
No.
I mean, the volume that the cigars they make is like I said, whether you like them or not, that's irrelevant. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
the volume they make and at the price point, dude, see the real price points down here. For example, they have these. They're competing against the Asylum 13 now. They have these Perdomos Immensos. Did you ever hear of those?
No.
7x70s, and they have like a 5x70 or something like that. And they were $8 here in Florida.
Wow.
Nice cigar. I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
It's too big.
It's too, 7x7. Fuck it,
Yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying though? That's like the rock cock. Taking that shit.
Right.
And but for $8, like, dude, I guess if you want 4 hours, you
Hmm.
know,
But to meet these people in person is awesome.
yeah, Uncle Larry, his
That,
son was
did you
his
did you did you ever think you were going to meet these people in person ever?
no,
Especially
no,
all at one time.
no, no. Nish Patel, Saka, and Perdomo one night,
Hmm.
Big Time Tommy, and the whole cast of Gravesend. Gravesend is a mafia show on Amazon.
Okay.
That's guys on the show, and the main
Right.
naming guy, William DeMeo. Look him up. He's the gangster in the show.
Hmm.
Nice guy, gentleman. But like, I met him in real life, and I'm like, maybe 5'5", 120 pounds.
Hmm.
Like, he looked like he could scrap though. He looked like he was in boxing shape, but I mean, not a big guy at all. But he was a gentleman. We were talking and everything, and um, yeah, nice guy though. But yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, this kind of environment down here is totally different than.
Oh yeah, totally different. I'm sure you're going to run into the Newmans at one point. Fuente, Colito at one point.
Well, the next night the Mikolev were there, but at
Hmm.
that point you'll never,
Yeah.
saying like, it's like I guess next I want to meet like But that's the problem. I think we were talking about yesterday with these brands like Altatus in general. Who really reps their brand?
Exactly.
And not only,
There's,
even if they rep it, it's not their company.
right, there's no
So
face.
so like Partagas or Cohiba or and Cohiba has their rep, but like he's only hanging out at the
Right.
most expensive lounges, eating like $1,000 meals. So like
Hmm.
when you on Instagram, you're like, all right, bro, this is not, yeah, I
Right.
get good for that best rep job in the world to rep Cohiba because you look at Sean Williams, his lifestyle
Hmm.
every day. Oh, we're in Beverly Hills. Or we're in Dubai today. Or we're in
Right.
Tokyo. Or we're in France marketing the Silencio, red dot,
Right.
and like, and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's not like regular guys are hanging out with him.
No,
Like, oh,
no, it's not personal, and there's no face for the brand. But that's what happens with big corporations.
yeah.
It
No,
is.
but like, there's nobody for Macanudo.
No.
Nobody. And they can have a sales rep, but who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, yeah. But that's
So,
different. That's
yeah, no, yeah, nobody. Like, Macanudo is a huge brand,
right.
worldwide distribution.
Hmm.
So, yeah, but I feel like now, even if they did bring someone, no one's gonna care because it's not their brand.
That's right.
Punch, massive brand, but they don't have a face.
Oh,
I mean, so yeah, I think there's never gonna be that connection. I think there's not a human. It's not a human element.
exactly. Yep.
So Saka with Padron, but I think Padron has like loyal smokers, but not loyal followers. Like Saka has like an army. Like
Yes, he
Saka,
does. Yeah.
if Steve Saka said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be in New York tonight,"
Mm-hmm.
1,000 guys roll up. Because when I was there were guys from other states like
Yeah.
Arizona to hang out with Steve Saka.
That's right.
Holy, and they had like jackets
Mm-hmm.
made up. Saka
Yeah.
this, Saka this, and Saka watch or whatever the fuck.
Uh-huh.
Saka the dress. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
names of their crew. Like they had like real jackets made up.
Yeah.
Like like it was like Phoenix, Arizona, fucking meat lovers club.
Yeah.
Number 7. Like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
These guys. These guys a gang.
Yeah. That's how it is with Romacraft. Same thing.
Yeah, they weren't there, but that's an interesting brand. I do respect Romacraft for what they do.
Uh-huh.
Uh, no, he said they should get right, create fictional characters. You're like, exactly, exactly. You're like, hi, I'm Lucky Luciano of Macanudo Cigars. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Though, hi, how you doing? I'm Don Corleone of Partagas. Fucking
Uh-huh.
just say,
And then next week it's someone else.
yeah, hi, I'm
You
Barney
know.
the Diner. I'm representing Sancho Panza. Whatever
Uh-huh.
the fuck. Or I think they should go the cheap route and just hire porn stars. I mean, like, come on down to hang out with the. You're like, yeah, yeah,
uh,
tonight with Macanudo,
uh,
Sasha. You're like, guys, just like, yeah, would you sign my box for me? She's like, would you sit on my box? Sit there.
uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that they had this place, Rachel's, down here in West Palm Bay. They fucking had it said adult steakhouse, gentlemen's club. You're like, yes, I'm gonna take the 22-ounce porterhouse, and then if Mercedes could, bring over desserts, and you're like, what are you doing? Have like a lap dance and try to eat like your fucking tiramisu. And every time you go, they're like, oh, make sure you let them know it's my birthday. It's my birthday
Right.
today.
It's my birthday.
It's my
You know, you had
birthday.
4 birthdays this month.
Exactly. Like, yeah, dude. What do you think it costs? I mean, because this place was tremendous. What do you think it costs an average night to go to Rachel's? How much are you gonna blow?
I easily a couple hundred. I would say like
Probably,
400.
that's if you're just getting dinner for yourself.
Yeah.
For yourself. Obviously, not bringing the wife. So if you go there with the boys, group of 4, your meal at the table $800 to $1,200,
Yeah.
and then now you're catching a buzz.
Yeah.
You just had red meat, and then you're looking across, and you're like, you know, because at a primo place like that, it's not going to be New Jersey girls for for
No,
10 bucks.
no. There's one of them on Long Island. I forgot the
Why?
name of it.
Yes,
But
yes, off in Farmingdale.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I forgot the name
I
of
used,
it.
I used to drive a girl there personally because I drove her one time, and then she's I like you. I could tell I could trust you. I'm like, yeah. Why do you say that? She goes, I could just tell you would never hurt a woman. I was like, no, I don't hit women. She's like, when I leave, lots of times I have $2,000-3,000 cash on me. She's like, if you give me a number whenever I'm leaving, I'll give you like a heads up, and if you want, because I just want to ride home. I want the same person though, because also she's like, I don't want driving her home like
Yeah.
doesn't want like some guys knowing where she lives because she lives by
Yep.
herself and
Yep.
she's a pretty girl, 22 years old, and like
Mhm.
she's coming to the strip club and like, dude, you have some crazy stalker or like whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying though. But I'm not gonna say where she lived, but whatever. But
I forgot the name of the place on it's on Long Island somewhere where
yeah,
they had a steakhouse and it was the
yeah,
same thing.
cigar, yeah, that's in Farmingdale. That's where she worked.
Yeah.
And cigar lounge in the basement.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. I've
But
allegedly I've heard of it.
cigar lounges and strippers, man, too much humidity, too much sweat, too much fucking
Yeah.
like you know
But
what I'm saying.
I will tell you, we're walking down the street. I don't know if I told you this. So we're walking down the street, Ybor City, Tampa,
Yeah,
and my wife's like, "Oh, let's go in this place." Like, "Oh, really? You want to go in this cigar lounge?"
yeah.
So we back up a few feet and you look in, and there's girls on the poles dancing, and my wife goes, "What the fuck?"
It was a cigar lounge strip club.
Yes, it was a cigar lounge strip club.
What was it called? Asses to Ashes?
That as well be. It was right on
Yep.
Main Street, right in Ybor.
Yeah, what was it called?
They had cages where the girls go inside the cage and all that.
What was it called? Torpedo Club?
I don't know. I'll get the name when I go back in a few weeks.
Uh, That's exactly where I don't want to go because you sit there trying to smoke like your Opus X, and the girl's like, "Come on, dude." The girl's like, "You want to dance?" You're like, "No,
Hmm.
I'm in the first third, baby. Leave me alone. I'm in the first third. Leave me alone." You know what I'm saying?
But
Though?
the funny thing was, like, there was old guys in the front smoking cigars, smoking on the street. They have old tables and shit. And
Yeah.
you couldn't tell there was actually girls back there. You had to look into the back. I've never seen nothing like it. It was the first time I ever saw it. My wife was mind blown.
Nah. Florida's a strange place, man.
Yes, it is.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre, man. That's what it is. Well,
But
I'm gonna go into bed, man. It's getting late, and
all right,
actually, I gotta get up kind of early tomorrow. So,
all
but
right.
brother, always a good time having you
Yeah,
on. Oh,
absolutely.
you're not reliable, Sacco.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever it is, right? Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
go work. I'm gonna go work at the. I'm gonna be stripping at the.
Strip club.
All right, gentlemen, let's welcome out Big D. You see, took one of the rock pills. Fucking just sit there.
You could be the sous chef in the back.
Yeah, I know. It is what it
All right.
is. It is what it is. Tremendous skull. So
It happens.
yeah, Richie in a cage tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, don't come on down, Anthony P. You wouldn't be a good tipper, you know. It is. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, as a
All
man
right.
with a giant sack, I'll see you guys around.
Good night.
Stay fresh, all right?
Yep. Stay away from the little guys at the counter with the pill.
Yeah, I
Stay
will.
away.
I will. I definitely will. You know, you see that, Anthony P? That's called a bicep. Can you, that? See that? My forearm blocks the way. I got to just go like this.
The
It's what it is.
bicep attaches to the neck. It's all
Yeah,
one piece. It's one big
oh,
piece.
it's one big piece. One big.
Yep.
That's my trap. Fucking haters, man. if I ever see Anthony P in real life again, man, the disrespect I'm gonna give him. You know what I'm saying though? Whatever cigar he's smoking, I'm just gonna put my sack on it. Just, here's a cigar, just a sack.
I hope it's a Gurkha at least.
Is it? I'll wait for it, and just yeah, dude. So if somebody put their sack on your Opus X, would you still smoke it?
No, sorry. I have too many. I'm not going to smoke it. I have extras.
So you'll turn the other cheek?
No, I won't turn the other cheek. I'll give him my cigar and then I'll turn the cheek.
If like,
Like, is this what you wanted? Here,
it's,
you could have it.
it's, it's,
This
as
is
long
this is a BBMF. Here, it's yours.
as you don't spread the cheek.
Oh
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
you can manage the cigar lounge at Fire Island. You know what I'm saying though? Oh my god. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. I better go
Oh.
before I
All right,
say.
good, good. Go to
I'll see
bed.
you. Everyone stay fresh. Sacco Gio, you're not reliable. Thanks a lot. You know what I'm saying though? I
Yeah,
appreciate.
where was Gio tonight?
He's trying to spread some cheeks. So
Okay. Oh,
yeah, Friday night. So
yeah,
he's trying to do what he's got to do. You know,
yeah. You gotta do it sometimes.
at least once a month, right? I'll out, man.
All right.
All right, peace out,
See
bro.
ya. Yep.
Get easy.
See ya.
All right, later.
Bye.